Hello there, I'm Gary Foster and welcome to episode 34 of What Price Victory, and we're continuing the Asians Champions League theme where the Western Sydney Wanderers have a very tough draw away to Beijing in what is the semi-final of this Asian Champions League. Now, Beijing were our stumbling block at an earlier stage last year, so we're certainly out for revenge. Nothing much has happened apart from a couple of random pieces of clicking because the previous episode covered was 4 days ago. So basically going with an unchanged side of Rory Bryan in goal. We've got Traore, Kankar, Bagculio and Wright in defence. Garkovic, Metcalf and Bacchus as our three midfield. And we've got Tulloch and Orglar, our wide attacking players. And we've got Temeruskov up the pointy end. And we've got a Slobodan Tedic on the bench because I'm only playing with one recognised striker at the moment. So we submit that team. And yes, he's our reserve keeper who's sort of stumbled his way into the team, but I'm still on the lookout for a keeper, as I mentioned in the previous episode. So the dressing room will go there, and we need to be assertive. We've got nothing to lose here. Well, actually we have an Asian Champions League semi to lose. Keep our good form going. Okay, that hasn't had the resounding effect that I would have liked, but anyway, it's better than nothing. So interesting lack of crowd again, which I think's a little bit of a bugbear now in this save. There should be crowds let in by now, but anyway, we'll worry about that at a later stage. So Wanderers on the ball with Metcalf and Bacchus and Garkovic playing it around quite easily. Not much forward progress, but it's alright, they're just probing. So we want Beijing to be probed as often as we can. So good series of passes there, comes to naught, but there's Traore with a little bit of space. Tulloch, signing from West Brom into Temeruskov, being forced wide, but he checks it back to Metcalf. Nice little through ball, but it's picked out by the defence, but second phase ball comes the way of the Wanderers, so Temeruskov can't turn. So back at the edge of the penalty area, a little through ball to Temeruskov, but I think he'd be very close to offside there. But if not, we've won a corner, which is what has actually happened. Okay, so Garkovic with the corner, rips it in far post, and Temeruskov couldn't get his head to the ball there. Garkovic on the ball, still up from the back, although he's predominantly a wide right defender, but we've got him playing as a defensive midfielder today. Okay, so Beijing with a little bit of ball. And cut out by Bagculio, which was pretty well read. Through ball through to Temeruskov, and this is his bread and butter. If you can finish it, little dink over the top, and he's got the goal. He's got the vital goal for the Wanderers. Boy, he's going to be sorely missed. I'm going to try a little bit later just to try and get his loan extended again. But I thought it was quite rich that he... Sorry about that. Getting calls during a broadcast, which was a little bit ordinary. But anyway, focus back now, but the early goal to Wanderers has set us on our way. So Garkovic and Temeruskov again, a similar ball would be very, very nice. Okay, so passing around with Kankar under very little pressure, finds Metcalf has picked up an early booking, but Tulloch on the ball, stops and props, Metcalf in support, drives into the box, and rather a spoon to save, and then a rather acrobatic dive at the end. So Garkovic with the corner, swings it in, well, didn't get to the far post, which was a little bit of a shame, but Bacchus loses out quite easily and puts us immediately under pressure, although we seem to have enough red shirts back. Okay, so Metcalf's booking is a little bit of a concern to me, but I'm going to roll the dice and let him run for as long as possible. Hopefully it won't come back to bite me. Tamaruskov on the ball, little through ball to Orglar. And can he keep his composure? Goalkeeper makes himself big. Orglar is going to be one of the people I think that will be stepping into Tamaruskov's shoes when the regular A-League season starts. Corner again, but to no avail. So Orglar, can he find... No, Agarkovic? No, but he can. Right, so Brian to take the free kick. Still in the hunt for a goalkeeper. The transfer deadline has been shut, but I'll be looking at free transfers anyway of Australian A-League goalkeepers. So any managers around there, give us a shout. Tamaruskov with another similar finish and puts us 2-0 up inside 24 minutes. Now this is a little bit of a surprise because Bejing are a much higher ranked side. But Tamaruskov with 2 goals, so hopefully where there's 2 there's 3. Garkovic, yeah, very similar style, playing in the poacher's role, gets in between defenders, and he's got a ton of pace. So 2-0. So let's keep our powder dry. It's not even half time yet, so a lot of things can happen. So Orglar onto Metcalf, wide to Tulloch, back to Tamaruskov, and back to Tulloch. Drives into the box, but block shot, well, tackled at least anyway. So that's another corner. So Agarkovic, can he get it to the far post this time? He can, but there's only one red shirt there. So Bacchus goes back to clean it up inside the bag. Julio, who must have been dispossessed. So boys have done well to keep Bejing at bay. So Tamaruskov, through ball to Tulloch again. Tulloch bears down. He's got a stop and prop onto his right, but saved by the keeper and cleared. But look, 9 shots with 6 on target, and Bejing are yet to worry our keeper. So a good start, but we know that FM can indeed shaft you at any given stage. So should a little bit remiss of me not to give them a little praise. Bacchus tries his luck from 25 metres out, and Bacchus, a surprising goal scorer. But goodness me, I'll take that any day of the week. Metcalf on the ball, at Tulloch again, Tamaruskov, turn provider, Bacchus coming up from midfield, and he whacked that home. So quite surprising result, and revenge for last year's result perhaps, but as I said, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I'm sure everyone's been in a place where they've been up comfortably at half time and they get put under the pump in the second half by FM. So Metcalf and Bacchus, and Orglar with a little bit of space. Back to Bacchus, right in support. Nice little bit of interplay here, but we just seem to be getting boxed in a little bit. We just need to switch the play if we can. Garkovic and Metcalf on the ball. Orgler with a little bit of room, but he makes room, and cracks it against the woodwork, I think, against the crossbar. So yeah, an extraordinary first half performance here by the Wanderers. So I've just got to be a little bit careful that they don't get complacent during the halftime talk. And more importantly, we have to make sure that Beijing don't score in the next 2 minutes. But if they want to play it slow and short, I'm more than happy to do that. Igarkovic, slow it down. Easily cut out. It was a difficult ball for them to find a red shirt there. Poor pass by Beijing, and Temeruskov with Orgler races in to goal and puts it narrow. Well, not narrow, but puts it just wide of the goalpost. So half time sees the Wanderers up 3-0, and very, very happy. But I still think we need to be assertive. Very happy with the way things are going. Keep it up, lads. Keep it up, lads. Or don't let your performance level drop. Don't let your performance level drop. Can turn to bite me. But no, they're motivated. Not motivated and inspired, but at least motivated. Okay, so everyone, as you would expect, at 3-0 up, is rating pretty well. So it'll be fitness levels, and fitness levels I think will be what determines the substitutions. Sort of a little bit nervous about Metcalf, but I've got a couple of options there. But Bailey Wright with a safe pass back to the keeper, and Temeruskov on the ball. Bacchus and Beijing on the attack, but easily cut out by Bailey Wright. So there's been a feature of a lot of short passing in this game, which I think's what we've wanted. Temeruskov's dropped a little deep. I would like to see him push up on the shoulder of that defender. Tulloch, can he find Orgler on the right? Orgler seems to have been making runs back and forward, but that's okay. Tulloch on the ball. Metcalf's got room if he wants to take the defender on, but Temeruskov, I think he's offside there, surely. Yeah, so give them a little bit of praise because they've come out of the blocks pretty strong. And everyone's rating extremely well. Metcalf is starting to tucker out, so I'll bring on a little bit of experience there with James Therese to come on in his spot. I'll probably look... Yeah, I think I'll probably look at a defender next, whether that's Baggulio or Wright or Kankar. No, I'll just shore up the defence because time is ticking away quite quickly. I might even try and get Tulloch off Nazarene. Okay, Therese with the Temeruskov, he can't keep it in. 6 to go. Or 4.5 plus time added on. So if that's the last highlight, I'll be quite happy. Okay, once again, no injuries to report. 15 seconds to go. There's no injuries. And Baggulio roosts the ball upfield. Haven't worried about changing the mentality because I think we've been playing quite well. And there we have it. there we have it. Right, more than happy with that, considering that we were away from home and we've dominated possession, we've dominated the shots, we've had a pretty emphatic display, as the XG would tell you. So, and Kon Tamaruskov is no doubt our player of the match. So give them all a cuddle for that, and so that was brilliant. Okay, so it'll be interesting to see who we are playing. We'll send the AR assistant. Ooh, Al Juhail. Big winners over Paxtakor in the other semi, blew them away. Yeah, Al Duhail, I think, are from Qatar. Not strong in the Champions League, but Saudi Arabian sides usually feature quite well. So there's a little bit of admin to do there, a little bit of prize money coming through, which is also good. So have a look at the schedule, because these games are coming thick and fast. Yeah, interesting that there was only a 4-day break between the semi and the quarterfinal, but now there seems to be almost a month between the semi and the final, and it's going to be a midweek game between a Newcastle Jets back-to-back. Once again, the timing's not all that great, and the game against the Jets is actually the opening game of the season. Now, normally I show the opening game of the season, but that's all, it just makes it all a little bit messy. Yeah, look, let me go and do a little bit of admin, and we'll certainly come back for the final. I can't see the point in doing back-to-back A-League and ACL, so we'll leave it at that, and I'll continue my my hunt for a goalkeeper. And in the end, a comprehensive 3-0 victory, with Kon Tamaruskov being the goal-scoring machine. He's starting the season off pretty well. Mind you, we will be losing him in early January, so he's only going to be with us for perhaps 8 or so games, but I'll try and put in a cheeky little bid to get him extended. But anyway, we'll leave it at that. I'm Gary Foster. Thank you very much for watching What Price Victory, and we'll catch up with you soon. All the best now. Bye bye.